When Bella Thorne traveled to Cannes with Scott Disick, we figured she would eventually regret it. But there was no way we could know the extent to which whole thing would explode in her face like a meth lab located squarely atop Old Faithful. Bella returned from Cannes ahead of schedule, reporting that Scott drinks way too much and is just generally sort of a crazy person. Literally every human being who's paid any attention to pop culture over the past decade could have told Bella that that's exactly how this would play out, but sometimes, you're too young and thirsty to heed the warnings of the world. So now, Bella is caught up in the same Disick downward spiral from which Khloe Kardashian only recently, and quite painfully, extricated herself. Which means she's in for a whole mess of mixed signals, mood swings, and the sort of psychological instability from a bender that's old enough to drive. At first, there were rumors that Scott wants Bella to give him another chance, and as absurd as those reports sounded, they appeared to be corroborated by the fact that he sent her a massive bouquet of roses. Now, a new round of insider info is offering Scott's side of the story, and the anonymous Disick bro responsible for the leak is painting a very different picture of Bella's time in Cannes. Bella and her sister Danny were staying in Scott's villa and they were a complete nightmare, the source tells Radar Online. The insider claims that things eventually got really crazy, and Scott got so annoyed at how unhygienic Bella was that he kicked her out of his rented villa. Bella thought he was just joking and came back the next day thinking he'd let them back in, Scott's pal claims. She was really annoyed when she realized she'd already been replaced by his former fling Chloe Bartley. He just told her to leave. Stating the very obvious, the insider added, "It was really embarrassing." Witnesses say Scott hooked up with no fewer than 7 girls during his latest bender. Tipsters from Team Disick say he sent the flowers to assure Bella that there were no hard feelings about the situation in Cannes. "We're not sure she feels the same,"